Hey everybody, what's up? Nice Saturday morning for everybody. Good afternoon, this is Wrestle Talk with Joey G. That's right, welcome to my domain. The most passionate man behind the scenes and trying to be the best booker in the business. And I will be the best, well, I don't know booker, but storyline writer. And my passion is with wrestling. I don't do maybe 3 shows a day like that. But when I do a show, I make sure the shows are good. Like I do my show on Saturday, which is every Saturday morning. And usually, you know, with the YouTube problems, you know, and the internet problems, it usually doesn't get on to maybe Saturday night or Sunday, early Sunday. And then I do my midweek show on Wednesday, you know, it's a midweek report. And then, you know, Saturday I do my other show. And as I get more viewers, and I need subscribers, so please subscribe to Joey G. Also got a new baldy haircut. And also going to the Philadelphia National Guard Armory tonight where Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore is at. That shit is going to be fat. But enough off that. Let's talk wrestling. Bill Goldberg is coming to the WWE. Yes, it is official. Now, when? I don't know. There was supposed to be a big surprise for SummerSlam that somebody rumored that Kurt Angle was coming back. You can't believe rumors. That's one thing in this wrestling business you can't believe. It said, surprise guy come. I saw it on the internet. Surprise, big surprise for SummerSlam. And all these things I see for SummerSlam is a picture of Cena, Roman Reigns. Picture of Cesaro and Brock Lesnar. Picture of Brock Lesnar and John Cena. Picture of Triple H and Roman Reigns, and that's what I want to get to. Lot going on, and I'm going to start right now at the WWE World Championship. We don't have a WWE World Champion. And splitting the titles the way they were split was just at the wrong time. I mean, to have it, John Cena as the World Champion, Randy Orton as the WWE Champion, it was just the wrong time. They should have did it at WrestleMania. That's when they should have did it. They should have had, the way they should have did it, they had a 3-way match anyway. They should have had the WWE Champion, the World Champion, and the winner of the Royal Rumble in a 3-way match. Right, Danny Mac?
Yeah.
And that would have been the main event. Daniel Bryan ended up winning the match. I mean, no offense to Daniel Bryan. He's a great wrestler, but he's falling off. As you can tell, you don't see as much, but he's not on TV as much because that neck injury is real. And here's the real thing. He might have to retire because he has numbness. I don't know if it's his right or left arm, but he has numbness. And you know what that means. That's why Edge retired. I mean, Edge probably could have still went here and there, but Edge said, I'm the rated R superstar. And he's not rated R, he's rated A. A+++. Edge was the man, one of my favorites of all time. Promos and everything. That's another story for another day. But that's why Edge retired. And Edge was a big fan of Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan has gone through hell in the last 2 years. And I'm not talking with the authority because Triple H is a good fan. Yeah, Daniel Bryan's just gone through hell. And that's storyline-wise. But, like, you know, the titles and, you know, how Triple H was always on board for Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan was flavor of the month. Because if you see, last night I watched SmackDown. I knew the spoiler Tuesday. But Ziggler now is, I wouldn't say the flavor of the month. Because I've always been, well, is Ziggler this, is Ziggler that. Ziggler reminds me of a Kurt Hennig, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair all wrapped in one. The way he can do them flips around the ring like HBK did. Like when he gets thrown, like how Flair they would throw Flair, remember, into the buckle, then he would run up, and then Hogan or somebody would catch him and throw him off. Ziggler is the real deal. Like last night on Raw, Seth Rollins is great. I mean, he's young, he's the future. But how are you going to have Seth Rollins beat Dolph Ziggler in the opening match of SmackDown? I mean, really? Really? And I'm still a Miz man, as you know, Austin. He's still one of my favorites. I didn't stop liking the Miz, okay? It's just, you know, Dolph Ziggler is that man. I was wishy-washy about him. But, you know, he does deserve to be in the main event. Like Triple H said, you know, I'm probably going to, like Dolph Ziggler said to him last night on SmackDown, I'm probably going to be buried more and more for saying this, but Seth Rollins, you're a sellout. Seth Rollins is a great wrestler. As you know, my favorite wrestler in the Shield is Dean Ambrose. Roman Reigns is great, and it's being set up to be him and Triple H at SummerSlam, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. Why it's going to be him and Triple H? Well, here's the rumor. Money in the Bank, which is 3 weeks from tomorrow. Yeah, 3 weeks from tomorrow is Money in the Bank. Today's Saturday. So June 29th is Money in the Bank. In July is Battleground. SummerSlam is in August, of course. And then it's Clash of Champions, not Night of Champions this year. Hell in the Cell, Halloween Havoc. They're the rumors, okay? Too many gimmick pay-per-views anymore. But anyway, let me get to the story. They're going to have two money. This is the rumor. Daniel Bryan, he's not going to be able to go at Money in the Bank. So the title's going to be vacant. He might not be able to ever wrestle again, and I don't want to see anybody's career end. That's just horrible. It's too bad for Daniel Bryan, but hey, he's married to Brie Bella. Brie Bella's pregnant. That's why she quit, okay? And Batista quit as either. So bye-bye, Blutista. But when you come back next time, because you look like a complete ass this time. Didn't he, Danny Mac? I mean, this wasn't the Batista from here and here. The mean guy that I was scared of. The guy that I used to be like, yo, this is the man that's the company, not John Cena. But things happen for a reason. I like Cena, you know. Personally, I think everybody knows he needs to change. But anyway, going on to the vacant WWE title. The rumor is that they'll have a Money in the Bank match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship with both titles hanging like they did at TLC and Orton beat Cena. And they're going to have a match for the briefcase to have Money in the Bank. And one thing that pointed out to me real quick, they already had a qualifying match for Money in the Bank on Raw Monday night. And I said this on Wednesday's show. They had Del Rio beat Dolph Ziggler. Del Rio, whose contract is up soon, I think in October. I mean, who really has nothing to him. Does he, Dan? I remember the Royal Rumble he won, Dan, and you texted me and you wrote, so gay. Remember that text? And it was the biggest Royal Rumble ever. He debuted in October of 2010, and then he won the biggest Royal Rumble ever. And remember that WrestleMania? He fought Edge in the first match, and that was like when Edge, the next week, Edge retired, remember? So it was just like, I didn't get it. I mean, hey, no props, not hating on Del Rio. You're a good wrestler. Some of your promos are funny, but I think you got to start getting funny again. Like when you did with the little Chihuahua with Ray on SmackDown. That was funny shit. It was good TV. It was funny shit. Like I always say, Vince Russo is the man. I try to motion myself out as a writer as Vince Russo. I don't go overboard, though, to make it where it's raunchy and just stupid and girls running around with their boobs hanging out. No. I like to make a good storyline and go along with it. And I will. In the WWE, TNA, ROH, New Japan, Dragon Gate USA, Where I'm Going Tonight, Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore. I really wouldn't want to work for Dick Douglas and his new promotion, but if the opportunity arose itself, I would. And tonight when I go to wrestling at the Armory, it's AJ Styles against Kevin Steen. Like I said, Abyss and Tommy Dreamer in the Monsters Ball match, and Team 3D reunites to fight Christopher Daniels and Kazarian, I think, in a tables match, and a couple other matches too. And also I think RVD, Flair, and Rey Mysterio are going to be there. So, you know, we'll see what happens. This isn't your regular indie show. I go tonight, bell time's at 7:30. So I am going to try to get behind the stage and talk to some wrestlers, and, you know, because I need to get in this business. Like, this is my passion. This is my life. Okay? If I don't make it with this, I ain't making it with nothing. You know, and I've said it a million times, but this is, you know, this is Wrestle Talk with Joey G is right now. This is my domain. This is my studio. It ain't much, but it's something. They didn't build Rome in one night. And just like me, anybody wants to say you have no subscribers right now, Joey J, but there's one thing. Nobody keeps it as real as I do, and nobody says it and promotes it as I do. And that's one thing. I shoot from the hip. I tell you how I feel. There's a lot of guys on the internet I like, and there's a lot of guys I dislike. You know, but I'm Joey J. Everybody's got to be their own person, and I am my own man. Trust me, and I am a man, a real man, with a big schlang, okay? And yeah, I'm like The Rock. Whatever I'm calling my penis nowadays. But, sorry for the language. But, yeah, this is Joey J, and there's just, you know, a lot going on. And, you know, one more thing I want to talk about, WrestleMania 31, Sting and Undertaker, most likely career for career. Sting has signed a 2.5-2-year deal with WWE. I don't think, he's not coming in anytime. I don't think towards the end of the year. Same thing with Goldberg. It'll be more towards the end of the year as it goes into WrestleMania. I think Goldberg's going to have another run. Sting, I think, is just going to fight The Undertaker at WrestleMania, wrestle here and there, and then maybe end up being part of the creative team and being the GM of Raw or SmackDown. As far as the brand switching, I think they would. I thought the brand switches were great. As you know, Jeff Jarrett's new promotion, Global Force Wrestling, GFW, is coming out. Sounds like an indie. It's a 6-sided ring. But, hey, you know half of TNA's roster is going to jump to Jeff Jarrett's because Dixie Carter, you know, kind of stole it. Didn't steal it, but bought it from underneath him. But this is Joey G, keeping it real as I always do. Also, if Money in the Bank is for the WWE World Title, the 3 names that come to mind that were rumored to win, and I know people will probably be like, if Randy Orton wins it, they're going to be like, boo, boo. But you got to remember, Randy Orton's a great wrestler. And, you know, Randy Orton's young. He's 34 years old. I mean, he's not like an older head. Triple H is only 43, 44. And the rumor is either Triple H, Randy Orton, or Roman Reigns, if the WWE title is vacant, which Daniel Bryan's not going to be able to defend. Danny, with a broken neck, you can't fight. I mean, let alone play sports. You can't wrestle in a ring. Especially when they're giving DDTs and pile drivers and getting smacked in chairs. You can't wrestle. So he's going to have to put it up for vacants. And the rumor is that Triple H is going to win the title. And then at SummerSlam, Roman Reigns is going to win the WWE World title. Do I agree with that? No, I don't. I like Roman Reigns. I just don't think he's there yet. I think Dean Ambrose, even Seth Rollins, deserves it before Roman. Roman, you're the man. You're The Rock's cousin. You got great skills. You need a little work on the mic, and you'll be there. But, you know, it's going to be great. You know, brand new Evolution coming. Like I said, you'll see this week on Raw. Maybe the next week, but I'd say this week. You know, if you notice, Seth Rollins still coming out to his Shield music. They're not coming out to Evolution music. They're coming out to the King of Kings. But I think Triple H doesn't want them to come out as the new Evolution until Sheamus comes on board. You got to remember, I'm wrapping it up right now. Triple H, you got. He's going to be in the Ric Flair mode. He's the past. Randy Orton's the present. Seth Rollins is the future. But you got to remember, Triple H don't wrestle no more, so you can't say he's the muscle. They need muscle. Sheamus is that muscle. With the U.S. title, and another match room for SummerSlam. Cena versus Sheamus for the U.S. title. Imagine what wonders that will do for Cena with the U.S. title. Because remember, the belt don't make the man. The man makes the belt. So if Cena gets that U.S. title back, and that was his first title. Remember, he won at WrestleMania 20 against the Big Show at WrestleMania 20, March 14, 2004. He beat the Big Show with his brass knucks. So Cena gets the U.S. title. He still could say the champ is here because he's the champ, you know. And to him, that'll be the biggest belt in the WWE. Even though we know in singles competition, the U.S. title is probably the least of all. But with Cena with the U.S. title, that'll be bigger than the Intercontinental title is. But bad news, Barrett, you're doing a great job with that Intercontinental title. Joey G, I'm wrapping it up. Hope you all like my new hair. I need subscribers, so subscribe. Tell the world about Joey G. This is Wrestle Talk with Joey G. I will be for a midweek show and a midweek breaking news.